Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I will be showing you guys a delicious recipe for dolma, which is basically stuffed grape leaves. So here I have the grape leaves, which I bought from my superstore. You can find them anywhere. I have some salt, I have Zeraah powder, I have cumin powder, and I have this tomato paste just to add a little bit of color. Here I have 1.5 cup of rice, which I have washed and strained. Here I have 1.5 libs of a medium fat ground beef. Here I have 2.5 tomatoes with 2 onions, and I have 4 garlic cloves, the same amount of ginger, and about 5 green chilies. And of course you can add more spices if you would like, but I just like to keep it very simple and wholesome. And of course I'll also be adding a little bit of turmeric because I just love the taste of it in these ethnic dishes. So this is my first time making it. I'll be learning along with you guys. First I'm gonna go ahead and get the sauce started so that we can get the sauce ready while we're gonna wrap all of the meat and the rice inside the grape leaves. For today I will be using grapeseed oil. My onions are ready. I'm gonna go ahead, add the oil to the pan. Here is my pan, which is ready as well. I have the heat on to 3. And as if you know me, you know that I don't like to use too much oil, so I put about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons just to cover the bottom. I'm gonna let it warm up and then go ahead, chop up my garlic, ginger, and pepper and throw it in first. That will bring out all the aroma that we need for our dish to become really tasty. So my oil is getting hot. I'm gonna go ahead and put in 1/2 tablespoon of salt. I don't measure it, but to be specific, it's between a tablespoon to 1/2 tablespoon. My herbs are chopped up. I'm gonna add them all in, and then go ahead, and once these are a bit brown, then add your onions. And you might wonder why I added the salt first. That's because the salt will help to bring out all the moisture from our spices, to help really fry them up, and to also help caramelize our onions faster. And these are my onions. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these in the oil now. And now while my onions are getting caramelized, I'm gonna go ahead and chop the tomatoes. So my tomatoes are chopped and ready. My onion is going and getting caramelized. Now we're gonna move on to mixing the beef and putting it in the grape leaves. So I've gone ahead and added a tablespoon of Zeraah powder, a tablespoon of cumin powder, and 1/2 tablespoon of salt to my bowl, which I'm gonna mix the beef and rice in. And I've also gone ahead and added a tablespoon of Zeraah, 1/2 tablespoon of cumin powder, and 1/2 tablespoon of turmeric to my onions, which I'm gonna mix to give that aroma and beautiful taste and color. And now we're gonna just let the onions keep caramelizing while we go ahead and mix the beef, which is right here, with the rice. And so I'm just gonna take the beef right here, add it in here with the rice, and mix it up. So here we go. I have mixed it all in, the rice with the beef and the spices, and I'm gonna let this rest on the side for a minute. And see, the onion is caramelizing really well. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the heat down to 2, cover the top, and let it caramelize really slowly, and go ahead and start stuffing the grape leaves. Once the onion is caramelizing for another 5 minutes, then we'll go ahead and add the tomatoes to it. So here you see the grape leaf. I took it out and it's wrapped up like this. All we're gonna do is open it up and stuff inside each one individually, okay? Some will be small, some will be big, but that's okay. And we stuff it according to how big or small the leaf is. So right now our onion is caramelized to the point that I like it, which is golden brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all of the tomatoes in here, just like that. And then we're gonna mix it and close the top again and leave it on 2, so it slowly becomes a juice and caramelizes with the onions. And so here is my grape leaf. As you can see, in each one I've put a different proportion depending on how big the vine leaf is. So you put it flat, and then you put it right here where all of the little lines meet. Same thing for the small one and this one. And to wrap it, what do? Is you wrap this side like this, and then you put this one on top, right? Kind of like when you would make a wrap or like a taco wrap, and then you put this in here. It's kind of difficult to show with one hand right now. Put it in here, and then what do? You roll it, and you try to do it as tightly as possible. There you go, you see? And you bring in the sides. As you're rolling, you bring in these sides. As you're rolling, you bring in the side. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna leave this here for now until I'm done all of these, until my beef and meat is done with the rice, and then go ahead and put them in my sauce, which I have here cooking. In this sauce, we're gonna put 1.5 liters of boiling water once this is done cooking, so that we can place our dolma in there and let it simmer slowly on heat number 2 until they're finally cooked. So guys, I just wanted to show you that the last one, make sure that you always put the meat inside the viney part, okay, not on the outside. So the side that has the vine, that's what you're gonna put the meat on to wrap. And this is the grape leaf that I had, and I used 2 rolls of it for 1.5 ribs of beef with 2 cups of rice. And so here my tomato is ready in the consistency that I want with the onion sauce. What I'm gonna do is pour this out in here so that I can go ahead and layer all of my grape leaves one on top of the other, then put the sauce and then pour the water on top of it. And I'll show you guys why that's important, to just first line the grape leaves in here. So this is how you want to layer it. You don't need to wash the pot because we're gonna go ahead and put the sauce back in. And you see, this part is the ending of the wrap, so you have to put the ending of the wrap facing down. Why? Because that will help keep it from opening, and you just layer everything like that. So at this point I am done layering it all, and slowly I'm gonna pour water. Try to find a hole or use a spoon, but I find a hole right here, and I said 1.5 liter because we want to cover it all the way, and this will help cook it evenly. You put the heat between 2 and 3 to make sure that the bottom doesn't catch, because you cannot move these while they're cooking, okay? So here we go. This is 1.5 liters of water, which has just covered it finely. And now I'm gonna go ahead and pour the sauce on top of it, which I have right here. And so here you see, guys, with the turmeric, I have a beautiful enough color that I do not need to use this tomato paste, so I'm not going to use it. I try to stay as wholesome and natural as possible when I'm cooking and try not to add too many things. So now what we're going to do is cover the top of this for about an hour on number 2. So it needs to cook really slowly so that the rice and the beef inside it cook properly, and so also that it doesn't burn, because we cannot churn this. So it's on 2 right now for an hour. After an hour, you can come, take one, taste it, and see inside. If the rice and the beef is cooked, then it's ready for you to take it out and serve it. And of course, you can serve it with yogurt, you can serve it with sour cream, you can serve it with chutney, you could serve it with hot sauce, you could serve it with whatever you like, but traditionally it's either with sour cream or yogurt. And everyone has a different name for it. Some people call this dolma, some people call it dolma kai, a lot of different names, but it's just in the family of dolma, which just means stuffed, like stuffed dish. And so guys, I'll see you after an hour and try it and see how it tastes. Looks really delicious, everyone. So this is the final result after an hour of cooking on heat number 2. And the side, I have here some yogurt and some small dill pickles. It's really yummy. My husband is gonna try to take a bite and of course demolish everything. As you see, the inside, the rice is really cooked. You could add less rice if you would like, but I just like the rice to be more same proportion as the beef. And this is it, guys. Try it, let me know how you like it.